Over the last 15 years, the implementation of government legislation and regulations have drastically improved the digital landscape of Papua New Guinea. In 2017, research conducted by the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology puts the figure of internet users in PNG at 960,000. There are more than 3 million mobile subscribers, which means at least 4 out of every 10 people own a mobile phone. Despite the 15 years of legislative and regulatory reforms and general improvements, the country still lags behind on ICT infrastructure and the cost of services.
And a lot of ISPs in PNG right now are using satellite. And satellite, as you know, are expensive because also one satellite beam has only limited capacity also on it. For example, a geostationary satellite, one satellite beam can give you at least 150 megabits. And that's limited. And because of limited supply, the prices goes high.
Statistically speaking, Papua New Guineans continue to pay among the highest in terms of mobile data rates in the Asia-Pacific region. 3 of PNG's mobile service providers, Digicel, BeeMobile, Vodafone and Telecom, are placed among the 6 most expensive mobile service providers in the Asia-Pacific. Our closest neighbors, Indonesia, Fiji and Australia, are among the 6 countries with the lowest rates.
As soon as we have cheaper internet, a lot of emerging SMEs will come up and start being creative on how to use, how to develop mobile applications, how to create those products that we can actually offset.
Since the entry of new competition 10 years ago, Telecom has recovered slowly. In the last 5 years, steady improvements have been made to their network. Telecom's acting chief executive, Xavier Victor, said they'd like to see the cost reductions passed on to the customer as the company improves efficiency.
At this point in time, I cannot give you an indication when that will happen, but it's only natural that where we save in our operational cost and where we achieve efficiencies in our business, naturally we should be able to pass that on to our customers.
What we have tried to do over the last few years is to try and merge all our different telecommunication entities into a single entity that is going to compete fairly with the private sector monopoly that is now operating in the country.
10 years on, Papua New Guinea is on the brink of another important phase of development as PNG begins to host the first lot of APEC meetings. The government is also juggling ongoing improvements in the ICT and telecommunications sector.
The government's budget policy for 2018 highlights that a new high-speed internet cable will be laid from Sydney to Port Moresby. It will take at least 24 months to complete, and once in full operation, it will take care of Papua New Guinea's ballooning ICT needs over the next 25 years.
Better ICT infrastructure means greater opportunities for banking, e-commerce and SME growth. What could become an obstacle to growth is the unfriendly tax environment in the country. Scott Waide, National EMTV News, Lae.